Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty making from Naio Nails. In this video we are going to do some gorgeous nails that are going to be Edgeletto shape. We have the gorgeous Abby in. She's an Instagrammer and she actually has like a gothic kind of, well, you're just a goth, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit
just
goth.
A little bit goth.
If you want to find her on Instagram, I'm sure we're going to link it below, but it's Mybeautifulnightmare. So yeah, we've got you in because I think you're pretty cool.
Thanks.
I like alternative looking people that have something a little bit different.
I think I do qualify as a bit different.
Definitely, you do. I'm loving this tattoo.
Yes.
This looks quite new.
Yeah, month old. I think
it looks
so.
fresh. I love it. It's cool.
Got a matching one on the other.
Oh my god, yeah. So you haven't done them both at the same time?
Yeah, 2-hour session.
I normally sit for about 4 hours and then I'm normally fainting at the end. I'm like, no more pain. So we're going to do an Edgeletto. An Edgeletto is a stiletto, but it has a spine running down the middle of it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I've already prepped Abby's nails. I'm going to work on this one first of all, just because I like it and I like the ring. So we're going to work on that one first of all. I've pre-made this. Well, I haven't made it.
Pre-folded.
Folded, yeah. A bit of origami. So I'm going to show you how to do this because this is really important. So you're going to fold it while it's on the backing paper. Don't sort of race ahead and take it off then go, oh, damn, I've not folded it. You've got to fold it before. So if you're doing a full set, make sure you fold all of your sculpting forms first of all. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this perfectly down the middle. Now we have a little perforation line here that can get you started. So it's easy to fold that bit. So we have a starting point there and we're going to come to this point here and fold this. I'm so excited to do these. I love like kind of gothic nails. So you're going to slowly press throughout the length of that sculpting form. Then I tend to use the side of my nail. Now these ones aren't long and these are a little bit trash, so don't, comment how bad my nails are. And you're going to use your nail to score along the edge. You could use a metal tool if you wanted to just really get that line nice and crisp. You want that crease to be super crisp. It'll really help you. So that's what you're going to do with all of your forms. And now what we normally turn this tab over and pop it on like that. Well, we can't do that, can we? Because of the curve, well, the crease. So we're going to match up that crease so it runs through the center. This tab is going to give us like double thickness. It's going to hold a little better. And then what I'm going to do is, because I want to show you something, when you add a spine down the middle of your sculpting form, when you come to fit it, the spine wants to push up. And if we try to get it underneath, we create little gaps at the sides here. You see, I sort of just put that there a second and show you like, maybe we will break your finger.
Can you take your hand off, please?
Yeah, can I just decapitate that finger? There you are, you can see that. So we have a gap here and a gap here. Now it is hard to completely get rid of that. You may have a slight gap, so don't worry about it. But how we can help is by cutting a little triangle out. So if we cut a little triangle out, that relieves a bit of pressure from that little bit of the spine pressing on the natural nail. So you can see that little point we've created. So now when we put the form on, I am going to close this end now. When we put this form on, it's actually pulled away from the natural nail so we can get a little bit closer, and this part's not going to push up onto the nail, creating pressure. It'll, you know, eradicate that. And we have a little bit of excess here, so we're going to close that tight as well. You can even rock it over, and that'll make it super tight. We have a little bit of excess there because what we have done is we have anchored the form down slightly, and we've done that so we can get a nice straight side wall. It's going to be quite a long nail. It's going to go to a 3, and you said you're going to be fine with a 3, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Doing her makeup and everything. I love your makeup. I really love this eyeliner here with the little, because it makes you look like you've got full lashes at the bottom.
I know, it's a cheap way to save on getting bottom set of lashes.
I love it though. How cool is that? I think I need to have a little go with that. You could do it in all different colours as well.
I've just purchased my second eyeliner, which is white, so we can now do white.
White ones. Oh, pretty cool. I'd like to see that. So I'm going to dehydrate this nail now. I did say I was going to use that one, didn't I? But I've moved to this one for no apparent reason. I'm going to dehydrate with the Nail Prep dehydrator. And then I'm going to use the Ultra Bond Acid Primer. I've not done Abby's nails before. I don't know if she's going to have any lifting issues. So I'm going to eradicate that problem by using the Ultra Bond Acid Primer. I'm going to use medium speed liquid. I'm going to sculpt the whole thing out. It will not be clear by the end. It will be black. Like Abby's soul. So, I want to show you where we're going to start. So we're going to start just by making contact with that natural nail. Now, because of the shape of the form, it will want to fall to the side. So you need to control that. And then we're going to pat each side. So normally we would pat the full surface and then actually bring it down. So this way we're actually coming down the sides more than anything. If it gets a little bit chunky on the top, you can slightly pat it, but all I need to do really is start to pat each side, and you can see it pushes some of the product to the top on that spine, so you actually start to create the spine already. So you can see how it's pushing up to the top. Just going to get a small bead just because I need a little bit more on the end, and sweep that back one side and then the other side. Don't worry how high that spine is, because it's better to have something to file against rather than having to build it up afterwards. You can see that I rotate the brush from here. So I'm not going pat, 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 pat. I'm actually turning the brush as I pat. Going to take another bead, quite a big bead, and come right from that cuticle, tipping the finger down. And again, we're going to pull side to side. Just going to add a little bit of liquid there so they can make contact a little bit easier. Now I'm just going to take a little bead and make sure I have enough product on the sides, because the majority of the product has been pushed up into the spine. So, Abby, how long does it take you to do your makeup in the morning? Because it's pretty phenomenal, that makeup is.
Anywhere from half an hour to 2, depending on if I can be bothered to put down my phone.
So, do you procrastinate? You know, just,
So much.
Yeah, just do a bit and then, we'll do something else.
Well, you certainly can't do a good wing liner if you're singing along to music, which I always am.
So what music do you listen to?
Mainly proper old school 80s goth, Cure, Susan the Banshees.
Yeah.
Really in a Sisters of Mercy kick at the minute.
What about Nirvana?
Not quite.
Is that not your thing?
Not quite.
I used to love Nirvana.
I listened to them quite a bit back in the emo days.
Is that more emo then? Yeah. So what is the difference between goth and emo, in your opinion? 'Cause I'm sure everybody's opinion is totally different.
I don't want to start this debate on the
come on, tell me, I want to know.
Well, really it's just the music. As far as it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like, goth music is the original goth music. It is the Cure. It's so different than metal completely.
Yeah.
I mean, I like both, but they are very different genres.
Yeah.
Goths are the ones who, well, dressed like this, go and watch the Cure in the Batcave and prance around cemeteries. And emos are more, I don't know, emo's just all you, what I used to listen to, Asking Alexandria and Breaking Benjamin and all that kind of thing.
Right. I've never heard of those people that she's talking about.
Because you're old.
So I'm going to pinch the nail just to slim it down a little bit. So you're still going to have not so much of a curve, but you're going to bring it from here to sort of here. Does that make sense? So it's like a rooftop.
Triangles are strong. That's why the roofs are made of them.
Yeah. So it is a very strong structure, this is. Right, so I'm going to take this form off now. So it's pretty much set. I have dropped down a little bit lower there, but we're going to file that away. It's that tight. Look at that for a tight fit. Yes. Because look underneath. Drop them down. So you can see we've got that nice crease underneath. I am going to file this nail within 1 inch of its life. And I'm going to take that bit off. So that's the only thing with clear. It's just difficult to get the sides nice and straight because it's difficult to see, but it was quite thin, that bit of product was, so we could just file that away. So I'm going to get my sides nice and straight first. I am supporting the nail with my thumb. And then now I'm supporting with my finger. Now when you're creating something with an edge, so it's like this rooftop spine, you do file it a little bit different, but this part is no different and the cuticle part is no different. It's the filing over the top that is different to a normal shaped nail. So I'm filing just so we get to a bit of a point. And then I'm going to come around the cuticle, make that a little bit more flush. And you can see by the demarcations that the file is causing, you can see exactly where I'm filing. So we're just round that cuticle area. So in my opinion, this would be a very gothic shape.
I think I agree on that one.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to file straight up. And I'm going to keep filing up until I get a nice edge on the spine. So the file is very flat, so this is very easy to do because you're keeping this angle. What is it, like a I don't know, it's What kind of angles are? 45 degrees, maybe.
Another question for the mathematician.
Yeah.
Then why you keep looking at me?
I don't know. Because you normally know all that
Somebody more
stuff.
educated than me here.
Has this got any angles? It's got no angles on it, has it? No. Need more tools with lots of angles. So the spine will soften off as we reach the cuticle area. And what I want you to do when you're creating a nail like this as well is to check underneath, because sometimes you can keep filing and maybe you're making it too thin. Well, this is fine. We're not going too thin here. So you can see we have bulk here, but this is a lot thinner, but not too thin. So we're going to do the same on this side. Keeping everything very flat, you can move your client to have that angle that's easy for you. Don't be afraid to move your client and boss them around and be like, hey, let's move you over here. Checking the angles, and then I'm going to check underneath that I still have room to file, and I do. So I'm going to go really flat again. I'm going to change how I'm holding the finger like this, so I can really see, and I can also pull that skin away so I'm not going to catch Abby's finger. I want you to notice how we've got a bit of a dip. See that bit of a dip here? I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. Because normally we'd be filing on top to get rid of that. No, not with the spine. You're going to file the spine straight, still keeping it very flat, and you slightly go over. You're not going to take the file over, you're just going to sneak onto the spine, which will mis-center the spine. Can you see how we've moved it over to this side a little bit? So you see how the spine is moved over here a little bit. And then we're going to come back and we're going to put the spine back in the middle. And by doing this, we've got rid of the dip. It's that easy. Pretty cool little trick. Don't file over the top. You don't want to start going into your normal sort of filing routine. Just gone to a softer file so I can really see this spine. By going to a softer file, can you see how smooth it's getting now? And I can really see where that spine is and how sharp it is. And I can skip round the entire nail just to refine it a little bit further. So once you've finished filing, we're going to buff the nail, and make sure when you buff, you're buffing flat. Don't go into your normal buffing routine and just, going over the top, because you will soften off that spine and you don't want to do that. So, and then again, I'm going to move to the side and I can be flat with my buffing. And the buffing will actually make the spine even sharper as well. I love how you can see, it's like a prism. Like how you can see the spine underneath.
Yeah.
And the spine on top. I love that. Bit weird. So I'm going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution.
Why not acetone?
Because I am actually going to put something on top of this, so I'm going to put gel polish on. So if I'm going to put gel polish on, I don't want to make it super, super, super smooth. If I was doing acrylic colour, I would tend to just go over with the acetone just to smooth it out a little bit more. So I'm going to use the black metallic. Let me show you the number. 110. Now we'd normally put this straight onto the top coat to get it super shiny, but I want everything to be really, really, really thin, and I want everything to be sharp. So this spine, I want to have that super sharp spine. And when you add gel polish to it, it tends to soften it a little bit, but because the metallics are so thin, it will keep the spine super sharp. Oh, it's still working. Can you see that tiny bit of fluffage? Oh, it's so sharp! I'm in love. Right, we're going to pop that in the lamp and let that dry. It will dry a little bit quicker because we haven't put it on top of top coat, which is what we normally do with metallics. Because we put it straight onto the acrylic, it'll sort of absorb it a little bit quicker and dry a little bit quicker as well. And I'm going to apply a second coat now. So because we haven't put it on the top of a top coat, it will be slightly diminished, the shine will, but I'm not fussed about that. When the top coat goes on it, it will be quite shiny still. It's cool, isn't it?
Looks like a weapon.
It does, doesn't it? So now we're going to top coat. Make sure you are top coating the entire thing.
Do you want that to be as thin as possible as well?
Yes, you do. So you're going to drag this down nice and thin, because it will keep the spine nice and sharp. And I think that's a big difference between a really good Edgeletto and a bad one, is keeping that spine nice and sharp. Look at the spine. I love it. Right, we're going to put some stones on, some studs on, and make it real goth now. So I'm going to use Acrogel to secure everything on. So like all the metal pieces and the crystals. So I've got some gel residue wipe off solution on in this little dampen dish. I am going to move this around, place it where I'm going to put the stones. So I've created this sort of triangle shape because I want to work with that kind of angles. I think it really complements the nail. I am also going to put top coat over this. This is why I want everything so thin, because we're going to do another layer of top coat. So we'll do the top coat, then the stones will actually press into the acrygel and into the top coat as well. I love how the metallic has actually created kind of like a silver line down the spine. So I'm going to use some of these little triangle pieces in this wheel. I'm going to use some of these triangle pieces. It's all about the triangles. It's all about the triangles. So that will be the start. And we're going to build up. So before you pop it in the lamp, make sure you're happy with where all your little pieces are, all the little gems and studs. And then if it pools at the bottom, like this one's pooled a little bit at the bottom, I'm just gonna come up to the sides and pull back down. Damn, girl. That's one fierce nail. Just making sure there's nothing at the sides. And then we're going to finish with some cuticle oil. Look at that. So nice. Nice sharp spine. So we have a nice sharp spine underneath as well. So it runs through the entire structure of the nail. There. Do you like it?
Love it.
Is it very you?
I think it is very me.
Yes! So there you are, guys. That's how to create a Edgeletto goth style. Just for our beautiful, as I keep calling, goth girl. Everything that, yeah, that's good then, as long as you like it. I love your lashes as well. I do kind of want to peel them off and put them on my eyes. Not gonna lie.
I think I got them for £3 off Amazon.
Oh god, bargain, bargain. Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Do you want to say bye bye?
Bye.
The gorgeous Abby in, and I'll start again.